I just heard something on the radio that really upset me. It was a lady, it was a little girl. She was 16. She called in and she said that her mother's boyfriend had been coming in her room at night. So they got the mom's boyfriend on the phone, and of course he denied everything. He was like, no, I don't know what she's talking about. She, I didn't do that. I didn't come in her room. So eventually they called the mom and got the mom on the phone and told the mom what was going on. And of course she was upset. She didn't even want to talk on the radio. She said she's done with it. She's just gonna get off the radio and handle her business. Which I'm assuming she's about to kick him out. I just want to say this. This has been going on for a long time. A lot of little girls, a lot of little boys, and I've been hearing about it for years, where they have experienced some type of sexual harassment, child molestation, or I'm upset still, so excuse me. But mothers, especially single mothers, please, I beg you, please stop allowing these men to move in your homes around your children. Especially when you don't even know them. I understand we women, we have needs, we get lonely, but our children are our first priority. We as mothers are supposed to do whatever we can to protect our kids. And I know a lot of times you don't always know if a guy or is like that. I understand that. You can't always tell if a guy or a woman. There are women molesters too. It's not just men. And a lot of people have that messed up thinking that, men are the only ones that's molesting kids. No, women molest kids too. So you just have to be careful who you putting around your kids. Don't move a man or nobody into your home and you don't know nothing about them. And trust them with your kids. Trust them along with your kids. Leave them alone. Don't do that, because you put your kids in danger. And thank God the little girl was able to tell her mother before anything further happened, before he actually raped her. Just be careful. Don't put everybody around your kids. Don't trust everybody. You can know a person for years and they can still hurt you and your kids. But if you just met a guy, that he may do something to your kids, because you don't know nothing about him. It's not always about how nice he is to you, what he do for you and those kids. He could be the nicest man on this earth. He still should not have access to your children right away. He shouldn't be that close to your kids to where he's able to do anything to your children. He was the man on the situation with the little girl called in and was saying what happened to her. He was coming in her room at night. So, which means the mom allowed this man to move in her house, because he said they had been dating for 7 months. So that let me know that he had been living there, or coming over there, or what have you. Stop trusting men that you barely know around your kids. And this goes for men too who are single fathers. Don't trust every woman around your kids, because a lot of people don't believe this, but there are women who will molest kids. There are women child abusers. So please stop putting everybody around your children. You just can't trust people these days. You can't trust anybody. Like I said, you can know a person for years, all your life, and they could do something to your children. So just be aware, stay alert, and don't be fooled by appearance. Don't look at somebody and say, oh, I know they ain't like that, because you don't know. You don't know. You cannot tell. They don't have a certain look about themselves. There's not a look of a pedophile, of a predator. You can't tell from a couple of conversations that this person is not going to do anything to your children. I don't care what they say. I don't even care how nice they are to their own kids. They can have kids and be the best mother or father, and they can still hurt your kids. So you really need to be careful who you put your kids around, who you trust your kids along with. Because when I tell you, it's some snakes out here, and their only objective is to hurt your kids. They will pretend to love you and to be into you to get close to your children. There are some real live snakes out here. And they're not just out here in the world. They're in the church, in the schools, these coaches and all these other people y'all be trusting y'all kids with along. Predators. It's a lot of predators in that. And you know, so you got to be careful. I'm not saying live in fear, but always use wisdom. Always use wisdom. If your gut tells you somebody ain't right, listen to your gut. I've always been a firm believer of trusting my gut. That has kept me safe and has kept my children, thank God, safe from certain situations. Because my kids have begged sometimes, can I spend it on this person, spend it on this person? But if my gut say no, I stick with my gut and I say no. Because like it's some snakes out here. Be careful. Don't put your kids around everybody. Don't want love so much that you forget your first priority is to your children. Look out for your kids first. Make sure they're okay. And when you start dating somebody and you get to the point where you start bringing that person around your kids, sit down and have some conversations with your kids. Ask your children, how do they feel about this person? Ask your children the questions you need to ask to make sure that your children are okay. And before you even get to that point of dating, you sit down and you have a conversation with your kids and you let them know, look, my priority is to you first. So don't you worry about me. I don't care if you see me the happiest person in the world with this person. If you feel uncomfortable, if they do something to you, you come and let me know. I will be okay. I just want to make sure that you're okay. Let them know. Because a lot of times kids won't tell their parents because they see their mom or dad finally happy. There was a story years ago where a football player, his mom married this he was a pastor. She married this pastor, and he was a teenage boy, and his mom worked the night shift. But that little boy was being raped every night when his mom went to work. He was raped from middle school all the way to high school. And he was a grown man, and he was doing an interview, and he said the reason why he didn't tell because he didn't see that was the first time he saw his mama that happy in a long time. So kids need to know that their safety comes before your happiness. You need to make sure you sit down and you need to talk to them, and you need to tell them, look, I won't get upset, I won't get mad, I will be okay. I just want to make sure that you're okay. These conversations need to be had. You know, we talk about everything else. Our kids are exposed to everything else. Let's talk about the things that's important. Let's make sure that our kids are safe. Let's have these conversations with our children. Let them know, don't trust everybody. And if you feel uncomfortable, come tell me. I got you. Our kids need us, and they need for us to protect them. So just be careful. Don't put everybody around your kids. Stop trusting everybody. The only person you're supposed to put your trust in is God, nobody else. You ain't being overprotective. You ain't being whatever you thinking. Nah. The only person you're supposed to put your trust in is God. Trust no man. So be careful. Don't let your kids be around people that you barely even know. And even when you do know them, keep your eyes on them. Ask the questions you need to ask your kids to make sure your kids are safe and they're not being harmed in any kind of way. Okay? All right.